Okay, so we're looking at an IELTS Task 2 essay, and the pattern is discuss both views and give your opinion. Okay, so usually this structure is going to go introduction, point A, point B, and then your conclusion. In your introduction and conclusion, you should be giving me your opinion. So this is something some candidates forget to do. Make sure that you pick a side, give me some kind of strong opinion. So let's look at the topic. Some people say that the best way to improve public health is by increasing the number of sports facilities. Others, however, say that this would have little effect on public health and that other measures are required. Discuss both these views and give your own opinion. Okay, so should we build more sports facilities or should we do other things to improve public health? So let's see what this candidate says. So I can see when I just take a look at this, you've got a 3-sentence introduction, which is normally what I recommend for my students. I like to see, 2 or 3 sentences, 2 absolute minimum. 3 or 4 sentences is better, it's usually stronger for an introduction. So we've got our introduction background information. It is generally accepted that public health is worsening more and more all over the world. Okay, so we've got our background information sentence, which is very important. Some people think that rising the number of sports facilities should be increasing. So I know that they're trying to paraphrase increasing, but you can't paraphrase it with rising. That you could say building more sports facilities could be a way of paraphrasing it. Building more. Or by having an increase in the number of sports facilities. Okay, so one way you can paraphrase is just to change the phrasing or the sentence or the structure of the phrase. So instead of increasing the number of, you could say having an increase in the number of. And so then you showed me that you can change the tense and the formation of the words. Well, others suggest other materials are needed. Materials, like cardboard, paper, plastic, other facilities. Or other measures, okay? So other measures could include health foods, more free healthcare available maybe. So other measures are needed. This essay will explore both notions before a conclusion is derived. Again, where's your opinion? Okay, tell me which you believe. This essay will explore both notions before arguing that sports facilities are the best way of gently improving the health of the nation. So let's look at body 1. First of all, some people believe that an increase of sports centres, which includes basketball, tennis, badminton, courts and fitness places, is the best method. Sports centres which include, we can't have plural, right? Which include basketball, tennis, badminton courts, is the best method. In general, if there are many facilities in a neighborhood, people will go and spend time exercising with their precious family. Don't need to call them precious. It's a weird thing to put in an essay. With their family on weekdays or weekends. I like this. They've got a nice grammar here. They're giving me an if sentence. If there are many facilities, people will go and spend time. Okay, that's a nice grammar phrase that you've shown me. In addition, the government provides public sports centres for free. When the government provides public sports centres for free, this can also improve public health. Nowadays, some people think that buying the membership of the fitness centre, that buying fitness centre memberships can sometimes burdens because someone may not go there every single day due to working at night. This sentence is a little bit confusing, but I would just focus that, some people don't want to buy gym membership. So we would call it gym membership. And I would just say maybe because they're expensive or crowded or inside due to COVID, so they want to have the free government ones outside. However, if the government can offer public sports facilities without charge, many citizens will come and work out. Now, the link is missing here about improving public health. So what I would like to see this candidate do is give me an example, which you can just make up, of some evidence that this will help. So you can make a fake study or something, for example, this is based in evidence as a study by blank university showed that when the government of Sweden introduced free fitness centers, the number of people using them increased by 50% and heart attacks decreased by 80% or something like that. You want to give me some evidence? I kind of, this kind of has done a good job of generally explaining the positives. We've got some nice grammar. They've tried to use some more complex sentences. There's one sentence which is a little bit confusing to read, and I would like to have seen them include an example to help improve their task achievement. Okay. Whereas it is an assertion of advantage of sports facilities, others think that sports centers is not enough to improve public health. Okay. This is an unnecessary part of the sentence. This is confusing. I don't understand what they meant by that, but they don't need it. They can just say, whereas others think that sports center is not enough to improve public health. But I think, to be honest, instead of whereas, I think it would be just to say, on the other hand, is much clearer and much more easily understandable. Think that sports centers are not enough to improve public health. Firstly, employees who are only on night work cannot use them because of being tired. It will be quite hard to go there and exercise. These two sentences can be linked together. This is a unnecessarily short sentence. Thus, it can cause the capacity of wasting taxes. We don't see the capacity of. Thus, it could be seen as a waste of taxes. Secondly, there are a few methods to increase health, such as promoting health diets or gyms in workspaces. There are a few other methods. Recently, workers have lunch with instant food because they don't have time to have typical meals. If there are even small gyms in companies, they may work out immediately after or before working. Okay, so this part, they have instant food. They need to link it back to the point. Therefore, companies should be encouraged to provide a cafeteria or something, or to provide healthy food alternatives. If there are even small gyms in companies, they may work out immediately after or before working. Okay, but then you need to explain, therefore, these methods, these may be, cheaper, easier, more beneficial to improving health than only relying on fitness centers. And then again, you can give me an example. Research by the University of Cambridge has shown that a combination of workplace fitness initiatives combined with free outdoor public exercise areas is the most effective way to encourage health in your population. So this whole paragraph, the idea is okay. The grammar is okay, but they've not explained their ideas enough and they've not linked their ideas together enough. In conclusion, I believe that only increasing the number of sports facilities is not the best way, and using other methods will be a better way of improving public health. Okay, but you've not really told me why. You've not explained to me why. Okay, you've just said some people believe this. It might waste tax. So I think, to be honest, for this candidate, really it's the task achievement that can be improved. I mean, I would say probably overall they're at a 6 for task achievement. But this could really improve if they just explain their ideas more, give some more examples, and then just tell me why. Be clear about why this is a better way than just fitness centers, because it's cheaper for the government to do. It's easier for people to eat and work out at their company because that's where they spend most of their time. Studies have shown it's more beneficial to have a combination of approaches. They need to explain that more to get a higher task achievement. Cohesion and coherence, again, probably around a 6. They do have paragraphs. Their ideas are logical. They could be better with the linking words, to be honest. The confusion at the start of the second paragraph, they can have more linking words. Vocabulary, I thought was okay. They tried to use and paraphrase a little bit. I probably put that at a 5.5, and the grammar also probably at a 5.5. I mean, to be honest, I think, you know, probably would come out around a 6, I think, overall, but could be a bit stronger, especially in terms of the grammar. Some of the mistakes they were making need to be fixed up a little bit. And I could see an argument, someone might want to put them down at a 5.0 for grammar. I would probably be a bit generous and give them a 5.5. But, you know, so that I would say this candidate's kind of a borderline 5.5, 6.0. Their task achievement can really improve a lot. And also I would tell them to go through and be double checking their grammar a little bit. But overall, a good effort, a good explanation. They've got some nice ideas in there of the pros and cons, but just a little bit more confident in their own opinion and a little bit more confident in their grammar.